How did Trump rise to become the president? Donald Trump is an American businessman and politician. He began his career in his family's real estate business and became a billionaire through real estate development projects, hotels, and casinos. Later, he entered the entertainment industry as the host of The Apprentice before running for the U.S. presidency in 2016 as a Republican. He won the election and became the 45th president, serving from 2017 to 2021. Trump's key characteristics include his direct speaking style, the America First policy, tax cuts, and trade protectionism against China. However, he also faced controversies and was impeached twice by Congress. Trump's economic policies and impact on Thailand. During Donald Trump's second term, Trump 2.0, his administration pursued economic policies that prioritize U.S. interests, but also introduced risks to global trade. Under his America First trade policy, Trump directed federal agencies to analyze the U.S. trade deficit and impose higher import tariffs to protect domestic industries. In February 2025, he escalated tariffs on Chinese imports by 10%, leading China to retaliate with tariffs of 10% to 15% and restriction on rare earth mineral exports. Trump extended his 2017 tax reforms, advocating for further tax cuts and incentives to stimulate domestic investment. He also promoted fossil fuel protection by withdrawing from the Paris Agreement, aiming for energy independence through deregulation. To address fiscal concerns, Trump proposed federal spending cuts and considered appointing Elon Musk to lead a department focused on government efficiency. His strict immigration policies resulted in mass deportations, raising concerns about labor shortages in industries like agriculture and construction. Thailand faced challenges from these policies, particularly due to higher U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum, which impacted Thai manufacturers reliant on exports. The prolonged U.S.-China trade conflict also heightened economic uncertainty, affecting Thailand's trade and investment environment. Global economic impact of Trump 2.0. A second Trump presidency could reshape the global economy through trade, technology, investment, and geopolitical shift. His potential return raises concerns over tariff wars with China, the EU, Mexico, and Canada, disrupting supply chains and increasing costs. While some U.S. industries may benefit, these policies risk inflation and market volatility. Stricter restriction on China's access to U.S. technology, especially in AI and semiconductors, could fragment global innovation networks and force companies to realign supply chains. Financial markets may react to Trump's tax cuts and deregulation, boosting U.S. equities, but weakening global investor confidence. His nationalist foreign policy could strain U.S.-EU relations and intensify tensions with China, prompting countries to diversify trade partnerships. While tax cuts and stimulus could drive short-term U.S. growth, rising debt and policy uncertainty pose long-term risk. If Trump pressured the Federal Reserve for looser monetary policy, inflation and global financial instability may follow. Impact of Trump's policies on Southeast Asia. Donald Trump's presidency significantly impacted Southeast Asia, particularly in trade, diplomacy, and security. His trade war with China affected the region, as many Southeast Asian countries serve as manufacturing hubs for both nations. Countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, and Thailand have to adapt by seeking alternative markets and adjusting supply chains. Trump's withdrawal from multilateral agreements, such as the Paris Agreement and the Trans-Pacific Partnership (TPP), pushed Southeast Asian nations to strengthen ties with other global partners, including China. On security, Trump reduced U.S. military presence in the Asia-Pacific force regional countries to enhance security cooperation with Japan, and in some cases, China. Meanwhile, his America First policy encouraged U.S. companies to relocate manufacturing from China to South Asia, increasing foreign investment in industries like electronics and manufacturing. Overall, South Asian nations have to adapt their economic and security strategies to maintain stability and good relations with the U.S. amidst shifting policies.
Good afternoon, Mr. Manu Sharma. So I want to introduce you about the 3 questions about the Donald Trump. So the first question is, what do you think about the Trump becoming the US president for the second time?
I think that Donald Trump is coming to be the president again is the prettiest thing that I ever see in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. For the second question is, do you think the Trump administration had a significant impact on the Southeast Asia? And could you give some example?
Oh, definitely. If you see in the currently situation that Donald Trump has set the tariff tax to the Thailand that's increasing a lot in the previous month, you can see that the upcoming of the agreement that Trump has made is really like increasing our tariff tax. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be like one of the issues or one of the I don't know, maybe gonna be the problem soon because of this kind of tariff tax that increasing. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great answer. For the last question is, how did the Trump economic policy affect the global economy?
Trump economy. Oh, definitely. Thing I just said earlier is already like mentioned directly to this question too, because I think I'm already answered the question in the question number 2 because it's kind of linked together. So I think, yeah, the foreign policy of the economic that Trump had made is gonna be like increase the significant. Maybe it's gonna be a good thing or the bad thing, but we have to see. Maybe Donald Trump might make a good thing, but in terms of right now, the current situation is kind of have the problem a little bit. I can say that.
Thank you, Mr. Manu, for your question.
But I love,
for your answer.
but I love to know Trump by the way.
Thank you.
สวัสดีครับวันนี้นะครับผมก็จะมาสัมภาษณ์ท่านนายกธนวัฒน์บุญชยานะครับในองค์การบริหารส่วนตำบลPol-Sciตำบลท่าฉางจังหวัดสุราษฎร์ธานีนะครับในฐานะผู้บริหารท้องถิ่นนะครับท่านมีความคิดเห็นอย่างไรเกี่ยวกับการที่โดนัลด์ทรัมป์นะครับขึ้นเป็นประธานาธิบดีสมรภูมิต่อเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้หรือเศรษฐกิจโลกบ้าง
ค่ะการชนะการเลือกตั้งของประธานาธิบดีสหรัฐอเมริกานะคะในพ.ศ. 2024 ของโดนัลด์ทรัมป์นะคะก็ส่วนตัวดิฉันคิดว่านำมาซึ่งทั้งข้อดีและข้อเสียนะคะให้กับประเทศในแถบเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้นะคะค่ะในส่วนข้อดีนะคะทรัมป์ก็ให้ความสำคัญเกี่ยวกับการตกลงทวิภาคีทำให้ประเทศในแถบเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้นะคะก็มีโอกาสเจรจาตกลงการค้าโดยตรงกับสหรัฐได้มากขึ้นค่ะข้อ2นะคะนโยบายแข็งกร้าวของทรัมป์ที่มีต่อจีนอาจจะทำให้เกิดการถ่วงดุลอำนาจในภูมิภาคมากขึ้นค่ะข้อ3ค่ะหากความตึงเครียดทางการค้าระหว่างสหรัฐอเมริกากับประเทศจีนมีเพิ่มสูงขึ้นนะคะก็อาจจะนำมาซึ่งการพิจารณาย้ายฐานการผลิตจากจีนมาสู่ประเทศในแถบเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้มากขึ้นค่ะส่วนข้อเสียนะคะนโยบายของทรัมป์ผันผวนและคาดเดาได้ยากสร้างความไม่แน่นอนให้กับการวางแผนทางเศรษฐกิจในแถบภูมิภาคค่ะการใช้มาตรการกีดกันทางการค้าเช่นการขึ้นภาษีนำเข้าซึ่งส่งผลต่อการส่งออกของประเทศในแถบเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้ซึ่งถือเป็นตลาดสำคัญค่ะ
ครับก็ขอบคุณท่านนายกธนวัฒน์บุญชยานะครับในฐานะผู้ให้สัมภาษณ์นะครับซึ่งก็เป็นเก็บความรู้หรือว่าเป็นข้อมูลเล็กๆน้อยๆจากท่านในฐานะผู้บริหารท้องถิ่นนะครับซึ่งก็ได้ให้ข้อมูลในเรื่องของการที่โดนัลด์ทรัมป์นะครับขึ้นมาเป็นประธานาธิบดีนะครับแล้วก็ส่งผลต่อการจัดการหรือส่งผลต่อเศรษฐกิจอย่างไรบ้างนะครับนี่ก็เป็นเก็บความรู้และข้อมูลจากท่านเล็กๆน้อยๆครับขอบคุณท่านนะครับ